All right, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna look at Special League, and it'll be my first G1 finish. So, got my G1 in season 19, kind of by the skin of my teeth, and we're gonna get my first G1 in Special League. So here is my record. Got my G1 there. Got my C3. I've not really ever pushed, but I was like, I gotta try it, this time. So I did, and I think I've got it for sure. So we'll go take a look at the runes, we'll look at some replays, and yeah, pretty solid work for this account. It's kind of getting it done here. Arena still C3. I don't know that that'll change. I don't really intend to push that, but I could. I've got the units for it, so maybe I will some point. All right, so let's go take a look at Special League. So we're at about 12 hours left, and so I'm making this video now so that they don't lock me out of the runes and the replays so you can't see what happened. So that's why we're starting it now. But this is where we're at. Nice win rate, 72%. Didn't even play a lot of matches. I mean, it's pretty standard. But I just kind of played a match, won, and just kind of creeped in. And now I feel like this 13-15, I don't think it'll fall 1,200 spots in whatever it was, like 12, 13 hours, something like that. So let's look at some replays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a loss. And then we have win, 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 win. So let's start with the loss. And this is a kind of a low-ranked player as well, which is kind of crazy. Or no, this is a win, wasn't it? Where's the loss? Here's the loss. It's a rep. Let's watch that. Because it's not really helpful to just watch wins all the time. You can see I got my lucky RTA quilt. This is the quilt that I got G1 in, so we rock the quilt, It's very well done. You can see the back of it is nice purple. And we'll go take a look at the picks here. So, in my mind, I'm still rocking the double werewolf. I think it's super handy. I like the Escher a lot because he's a bruiser, he's super fast, he's a stripper, he's a healer, he's a damage dealer, he blocks healing, like he does everything. So Escher is really the core of the team. I like the speed buff. It's great. And then the Vigor, I think, does everything Escher does, plus adds defense break at the replacement of strip, right? So they're very similar, and Escher's on my best Swift set, and Vigor's on my best Violent set. And so I want my two best sets to be in every match, right? I guess Escher's on my fastest Swift set, not my best, my fastest. Lucas is on my Han set, and Vigor's on my Yonhong set. So Lucas is on my Han set, so he's been brought quite a bit, just because it's my most efficient, best damage-dealing Swift set. And then I've been bringing Verd quite a bit because turn cycling is really good when there's not a lot of anti-turn cycling. There's no ragdoll, there's nothing like that, so you get a lot of free turns if you bring the turn cycling, so I just like to play it. So all I gotta do is kill this thing, right, is my plan, because if I attack anything other than that thing, that was a horrible misplay to shred into invincibility. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, if you don't attack him, he'll just murder you with dots. I think this Chloe's on damage. It's doing a lot of damage. But the chilling is the main damage threat, but we got to kind of ignore it for now, which we know this is sort of a tank, which is sad that I have to attack into the tank, but I don't really feel like I have a choice on Despair. Maybe. I don't know if that skill has a stun in it. So we get real close, but nice heal. And he keeps going in, stealing my stuff. Real close again, but again, nice heal. He's got his healing options available. And he's invincible again. And he's healed with the violent proc. Like, he's getting it done. That's a nice another proc there too. And then we're just done. We could not out heal all that damage. So, lost to rep, but it was a G2, so there's no shame in that. We'll take it. And what's nice about the losing to this guy is I only went down 5 points, and so I was able to get a C3 match and bump back up pretty quick. And with my win rate at 70% plus, if I trust that that's legit, all I got to do is just keep spamming matches, and 70% is enough to climb. So I just keep spamming matches. I don't usually bring the Sion. I don't think mine's very good, but for some people, you got to bring it to threaten them. Same basic team. We just got Molly this time instead of the Vigor, because he's got the Vigor over there. And look at that damage. If they're going to bring anything that resembles a cleave, like this guy's team, I don't like because it's a hybrid, right? It's tank, tank E, but not really. So like tank 1, tank 2, middle tank, and then squish, squish, squish. So all I gotta do is kill the squish, and I'm 4 tanks. Like, I'm big time tanks. I should be able to tank the Icarus with pretty much every unit. So all I gotta do is go all in on his squishy unit, and it's a 3-on-4. I feel like if you're gonna play Cleave, bring all Cleave. If you're gonna bring Bruiser, bring all Bruiser. If you play Hybrid, you're opening yourself up to what I'm doing to him is trying to kill his squishy unit. And it's not dying instantly because I don't have crazy damage, but it's going to die. Spoilers, it's going to die. I'm waiting for him to try his skill 3. He's trying to set it up to get it just right, but he hasn't been able to get it in yet. Nice counter. Good job, Molly. He's like, is it low enough? Oh, it's pretty close. Get the kill. Oh, not quite. Oh, not enough. The Icarus, they cannot kill bruisers. Like, they're not a Molong. They cannot. You can't build them tanky enough and useful. You just can't. So if you're going to play bruisers like a Triana, don't count on the Icarus being a kill for you, because it's not going to be. It just isn't. It's kind of like the light sniper. People are so afraid of him, but he really can't kill stuff very well. Like, he really can't kill through a Bastet shield. You just kind of can't. Like, you have to be super, super squishy for him to be able to kill. So now that we've got that one dead, we're just going to try to kill the Antares. We're going in order of operations, basically, of what is squishiest to what is tankiest, I guess, right? And Antares is a huge damage threat as well, so we're going to try to take him down. The Massacre is doing all the work. The Massacre and the turn cycling. In theory, I could set it up a little bit better where I would get a kill with Massacre and it would cool down, but, you know, do what you can. All right, so we played that one. This one is Blink. See what he's going with. I guess that's Blink right there. I don't know. So he's going Cleave, right, with the Fae. Kind of an interesting... I gotta eliminate the Verd, right? Because if he's doing the team up, he wants the team up with the Verd to turn cycle infinite. And my thought into this is, okay, this is going to be super squishy, right? Lots of damage, but super squishy. So I'll kill that. This thing is going to be tanky, but no threat. This thing is going to be sort of squishy and large threat, but random. And then I don't care about Fran. So I just got to kill the damage dealers and try to out-tank, because I've got a lot of tank here. So pretty good damage there. He uses his team up, which I don't know that I agree with, because what's the point, you know? Like, for me, I would team up once skills have been used, like once the Fae is gone, to try to cool down the Fae. Because if she gets her skills up faster, she's even more of a threat, but she had not used anything yet. So maybe in terms of speed tuning, the Fae should go before the team up. I don't know, just a thought. He really wants his Icarus down. He really does. So we get ignored defense into Molly. Molly goes down, no problem. But then we just one-shot the poor little cat, and then we're all in on the Fae, and we know it's done. When the two werewolves go off like that, like, you can't be squishy and survive the double werewolf. You kind of can't. So kind of nice when I get that opportunity. If they're going to let me do it, I'm more than happy to take that win. So we've got a G2 opponent right on the border of G2, 1453. He just got it. So he's, I guess, trying to get cement G2, I guess? Because otherwise there'd be no reason to play. I mean, if he's okay with G1, I guess. So same exact thing. We've got the Lucas, we've got the Verd. I like the turn cycling, even into the Molly. I like it. So we're going all in on the Antares because I think it's the squishiest one. It's the squishiest one that everyone can damage. Like, the chilling the Verd can't damage, so I want to kill the Antares. Great damage there. Look at that 10k final hit. Oh, nice little air shield. We're going into it still. Heals up again. So he's now blown both his heals, and we're, I would say, healthier than him, so that's good. Proc there. Thank goodness my Verd is tanky. I'll show you my Verd stats here in a second. We'll get the revenge, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So we're still all in. Had I saved skill 2 there, I wanted to get the kill. I probably should have gone for the kill, but I thought the anti-crit was more valuable. But we get the revenge. I don't know why he's attacking Bird with Triana. I guess he wants to sleep it? I don't know, but you're going to get revenge, and then you're in trouble. And now the Chilling's taking tons of damage. I wish I get it under 50%, because then the Lucas gets another turn. The Lucas is kind of like Han, but like way more restrictive. Like, you have to get them under 50 to get an extra turn. Whereas Han gets an extra turn just by doing what Han does. So we beat a G2 there. That was kind of cool. I think that was the only G2 we beat all season. Because we lost to this one here. Rip. Alright, and then, so I thought I was fine for a while. I was at like 14-19. But then the timer was creeping up, so I had to play one more. So I played this guy. Non-Greyjoe. Just played this one pretty recently. So I've been going Vigor first pick, just because I feel like people take the Vigor. But then he took both of these units, which I do want both of those, so it's sort of sad. So I went Lucas Molly, and then I took my Icarus and the Cocky, because Cocky's good into everything here. And I banned the Lauren, only because it's the only defense break, and I have 2 defense breaks. He has no defense breaks, so just in terms of damage escalation, I am in a better position. The Lauren's also crazy control. So he's still ahead in control because he's got this thing, Lucia, and then the Amduat with the constant slows and probably stuns is good control. But I've got the defense breaks and I've got the passive healing, so I feel pretty good in this matchup. I just got to get through the Triana there, which can be tricky. Sometimes you go right at Triana, sometimes you go at Triana's friends. In this match, I would say going right at Triana because her friends are probably tanky. Nothing here screams squish. So I'm going to go right at the Triana. And like Icarus, don't save it. Just go for it. Throw that damage out there. There's no reason to save it. And we get a kill with the Vigor on Triana, which, you know, some lucky crits there, but I think we're going to get it with the Cocky coming up next. But now we're way ahead, and we can just push damage into this guy. Let him try to heal it all up if he can, because we're way ahead and we're super tanky. And the Molly's just going to keep on taking turns. Like, even if you put it to sleep, it's just going to keep doing its thing. Molly's also on crit rate, so going to be doing some good damage into the Amduat. Pretty much, I think my philosophy for RTA in general is only bring damage dealers. You can have damage dealers that heal, but only bring damage dealers. So, that was my record. Let's go look at the runes, because they're coming off them real soon. We're going back to RTA. So this is the Vigor. It's on my Yanhong's runes, which hopefully with the event, this one will improve, but who knows. And then it's on a little bit of a different, this is a Molong. I think that's, I don't know who that belongs to, maybe Molong as well. So that's him, really fast, 293, same as Yanhong basically. All right, Lulu I didn't use much at all because Lulu's not a damage dealer, and I want to only use damage dealers. The Chilling I ruined up occasionally, but I didn't use it too much. The Sion is kind of garbo, but he's just on that. This one I had a thought to rune it. I forget whose runes these are. Whose runes are these? Maybe these are Nana's runes? I don't know. But I was like, I'll use this thing against the Kinkies and Cockies and all that stuff, but I never really did. Chloe, I had a thought, but I didn't use. The Verd is on the normal Verd runes that I run all the time. So it's HP, crit rate, HP, and just tanky. So 38k HP, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, almost 14k, 1400 defense, and 99 crit rate, so sometimes it doesn't work. Antares I just left alone. I really like my Antares build. Just nice and tanky with some damage, HP, crit damage, attack, and like these magical Alunia runes are so good for Antares. The Cocky I also left alone from the last season. I didn't use it much last season, but he was pretty good for Special League. On attack, HP, attack, and I think this is the build that Daniel Carioca suggested to me, and it's really good. Like, I had him a little more tanky before, and that was a mistake. I really like the speed proportional to lost HP to 40%. That's a pretty nice roll, and it gets him, just kind of gets him around the corner again and gets him back to doing damage. I also like accuracy on 1 for him quite a bit. All right, Triana is on my Diana's runes. And I you know what? Like, my philosophy for Special League, HP, crit damage, crit rate, HP. My philosophy for Special League is don't rune for Special League, just move sets. Find a unit that's similar, because in theory, you're runed up for regular RTA, you're tuned up, so just move sets onto units and make that your team. That way you don't have to stress about ruining it back, because people stress a lot. Just straight move your sets, and if your sets are good enough, you know, like mine were Guardian, then in theory, they should be Guardian Special League, right? Because there's less hassle, like less ragdolls and stuff like that to deal with, and I guess I have less LD options as well, but, you know, in theory. So speed, HP, all additional damage, because that's where he's getting all his damage from. No crit, little accuracy. 208, 218, 223, 323. So pretty fast on lots of HP. All right, Molly runes did not change. She's on violent. It's You create HP with accuracy, which I just got good accuracy runes, so she gets those, and I'm not going to complain with 40 accuracy overall for my team. It's fine. And then the Lucas is on the Han runes. You can see him here. Han, I guess, awakens into crit, which I didn't really realize, but that's really, really good. But yeah, these are my good runes. This is my best rune on my account, efficiency-wise. It's like 130. It's crazy. What does Han do? Awakens into crit rate, little stinker. That's amazing. And then Akaris is on the normal Akaris runes, which I didn't really use Akaris last season much, but it's on will and a half, so you get a turn and a half of will, which is kind of nice. And then recovery, I guess. Damage dealt on fire. Should probably have a better one here. Damage dealt on fire, wind, water, something like that. But those are the units. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope everyone, got what they wanted rank-wise out of Special League. And, yeah, we'll have some placement battles coming at you for the new season and maybe some new units. We'll just have to see. But anyway, I'll catch you on the next video. Take care, everybody.